Your engine is the heart of your car. When it starts to fail, your entire vehicle is at risk. But the engine doesn't just stop working out of nowhere. It cries out for help with subtle yet deadly signs that most drivers ignore until it's too late. What if your car is already showing one of these red flags? Are you brushing off strange noises, odd smells, or warning lights as just a glitch? That might be a costly mistake. Today, we're pulling the curtain back on 10 warning signs your engine might be on the verge of a breakdown. These are real-world symptoms that drivers overlook every single day, until the damage is done and the repair bill is sky-high. Some are obvious. Others, you'd never expect they were linked to a dying engine. If you own a car, this could be the most important video you watch all year. Let's break down the 10 biggest signs your engine is silently screaming for attention before it's too late. Number 10. Knocking or ticking noises. When your engine starts making knocking, pinging, or ticking noises, it's not just annoying, it's a serious cry for help. These sounds are often early warnings of internal issues that could spiral into a major repair bill if ignored. Engine knocking, sometimes referred to as detonation or spark knock, happens when the air-fuel mixture inside the cylinder ignites prematurely or unevenly. This is often caused by using low-octane fuel, a malfunctioning sensor, worn spark plugs, or carbon deposits inside the combustion chamber. The result? A harsh metallic ping or knock that sounds like metal slamming into metal. That's your piston fighting against combustion at the wrong time, something that will wear your engine out fast. Ticking, on the other hand, usually comes from the valve train. Components like lifters, camshafts, or rocker arms depend heavily on oil to move quietly and efficiently. Low oil levels or dirty oil can cause metal parts to clatter and tap as they fail to operate smoothly. In some cases, a worn timing chain or belt can also cause rhythmic ticking noises. These aren't sounds to shrug off. While it might be tempting to turn up the radio and ignore them, that strategy could cost you an engine. Whether it's a lifter on its last leg or early signs of detonation, these noises can escalate quickly from inconvenient to catastrophic. Regular oil changes, proper fuel usage, and timely diagnostics can save your engine and your wallet from a total meltdown. Number 9. Rough idling and stalling. If your car's engine shudders, vibrates, or feels like it's gasping for air when idling, it's waving a red flag. Smooth idling is a sign of a healthy engine, so when it becomes rough, it usually means there's an issue affecting how your engine breathes or burns fuel. One of the most common causes of rough idling is dirty or worn-out spark plugs. When these fail to ignite the air-fuel mixture properly, you get misfires that lead to shaky performance. Another culprit could be a clogged fuel injector, delivering too much or too little fuel to the cylinders, which throws off the combustion process. Vacuum leaks are sneaky and can mimic more serious problems. Cracks in vacuum hoses or loose connections can mess with the engine's air intake, making the engine idle rough or even stall. Similarly, a dirty or faulty mass airflow (MAF) sensor can feed incorrect information to the engine control unit (ECU), causing an imbalanced air-fuel mix. And then there's the idle air control (IAC) valve. If this part is malfunctioning, your car can't maintain a steady idle speed and may stall, especially during cold starts or when you're stopping at intersections. A car that stalls unexpectedly isn't just frustrating, it's downright dangerous. Whether you're pulling out of a driveway or sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic, an engine that gives up can leave you vulnerable. So if your car idles rough, don't wait it out. Get it checked immediately. A quick fix today could prevent a breakdown or even an accident tomorrow. Number 8. Check engine light. That little amber light on your dashboard, the dreaded check engine light, isn't just a mild warning or a glitch. It's your car's version of a red alert. While it may not always mean immediate disaster, ignoring it can easily turn a minor issue into a mechanical meltdown. The check engine light, CEL, gets triggered by your vehicle's onboard diagnostic system, OBD2, which monitors a range of systems in real time. When something falls out of spec, whether it's emissions-related, fuel system-related, or engine performance, the computer stores a diagnostic trouble code and flips on that light. A loose gas cap? Yep, that'll do it. But so will a failing oxygen sensor, clogged catalytic converter, bad ignition coil, misfiring cylinder, or even a dying mass airflow sensor. The problem is, without scanning the code, you won't know what you're dealing with. And that's where people get into trouble. If your cell is steady, it usually means the issue isn't urgent, but should still be checked soon. If it's flashing, though, that's a different story. A flashing check engine light typically indicates active misfires or combustion issues that can overheat and damage your catalytic converter, one of the most expensive parts in your exhaust system. Too many drivers ignore the CEL, assuming it's just a quirk. But every mile you drive with an unresolved issue puts a strain on your engine, potentially damaging sensors, reducing fuel efficiency, and compromising safety. So if that light comes on, don't play the guessing game. Get it scanned. Many auto parts stores do it for free. The fix might be simple, but the peace of mind, that's priceless. Your car's trying to talk to you. The real question is, are you listening? Number 7. Oil leaks or low oil levels. If your car is dripping oil or constantly running low on it, your engine is silently suffering, and it won't be silent for long. Oil isn't just for lubrication. It cools, cleans, and cushions the engine's critical components. Without enough of it, those parts grind, overheat, and break down. Fast? Spotting an oil leak is often as simple as checking beneath your parked car. Those dark, greasy stains on your driveway? They're red flags. But not all oil loss is visible. Some engines burn oil internally due to worn piston rings or valve guide seals. In those cases, you won't see a puddle, but your dipstick will keep coming up dry. Typical leak sources include the oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket, front and rear crankshaft seals, and the oil filter housing. These rubber and silicone components naturally degrade over time, especially under high temperatures and pressure. Even a loose or improperly fitted oil filter can cause oil to seep out while you drive. Low oil levels are just as dangerous as leaks. Running with insufficient oil can cause serious damage to components like the camshaft, crankshaft, and bearings. Worst-case scenario, your engine overheats and seizes up, resulting in a full engine replacement or rebuild, which can cost thousands. That's why you should check your oil level regularly, at least once a month or before long drives. Make sure you're using the right type and viscosity of oil for your engine, and always pay attention to oil pressure warning lights or sudden drops in performance. Ignoring oil issues is like ignoring internal bleeding. It may not seem urgent at first, but when your engine finally gives out, you'll wish you'd acted sooner. Prevention costs a little. A seized engine costs a fortune. Number 6. Overheating. If your engine's temperature gauge starts inching toward the red zone, you're staring down one of the most immediate threats to your car's survival. Overheating. This isn't a mild inconvenience. It's a full-blown emergency. Engines are designed to run at a specific operating temperature, typically around 195 to 220 degrees Fahrenheit. When your cooling system can't regulate that heat, things escalate quickly. Common culprits include a stuck thermostat, a leaking radiator hose, a malfunctioning water pump, or low coolant levels. Even something as seemingly minor as a faulty radiator cap can disrupt pressure and cause the system to fail. And the damage? It's brutal. Overheating can warp aluminium cylinder heads and low head gaskets and, in severe cases, crack the engine block. These repairs aren't cheap. A $30 thermostat left unchecked could spiral into a $3,000, $5,000 engine replacement. If you see steam rising from under the hood or get a high engine temp warning, pull over and shut off the engine immediately. Do not keep driving. Letting it run even a minute longer could cause irreversible damage. Preventative care is key. Regularly check coolant levels, inspect hoses for cracks, and ensure your radiator and fans are functioning properly. Keep an eye on your temperature gauge. Don't wait for warning lights. Because when an engine overheats, you don't get many second chances. Number 5. Excessive exhaust smoke. Your car's exhaust isn't supposed to leave behind a trail of smoke, especially not colored clouds. If it does, your engine is trying to send you a message, and it's not a good one. Different colors of exhaust smoke point to different underlying issues, and understanding them can save you from major repair costs. Blue smoke usually means your engine is burning oil. This happens when oil leaks past worn valve seals or piston rings and gets into the combustion chamber. Not only are you losing vital lubrication, but you're also clogging your catalytic converter in the process. White smoke? That's often coolant entering the cylinders, a likely sign of a blown head gasket or a cracked cylinder head. This type of leak can destroy your engine's internals if not fixed immediately. Black smoke, on the other hand, signals an overly rich fuel mixture, meaning the engine is burning too much fuel and not enough air. This could be caused by a clogged air filter, faulty fuel injectors, or a malfunctioning fuel pressure regulator. While not as immediately dangerous, black smoke wrecks your fuel economy and emissions system. Each of these symptoms represents a serious issue that will only get worse if ignored. Constant blue smoke could mean an engine rebuild is in your future. Persistent white smoke could be the start of catastrophic engine failure. And black smoke might cost you hundreds at the pump before you realize something's wrong. If your exhaust starts puffing like a smoke signal, don't delay. Get a mechanic to diagnose it fast. Your tailpipe might be giving off more than pollution. It could be broadcasting your engine's next big breakdown. Number 4. Decreased fuel efficiency. If your car's gas mileage suddenly drops without any change in your driving habits, it's a strong indicator that your engine is not operating at peak efficiency. And when your engine struggles, your wallet suffers. There are several hidden culprits behind poor fuel economy. One of the most common is a dirty air filter. When your engine doesn't get enough clean air, it compensates by burning more fuel to maintain performance. Worn or fouled spark plugs can also result in incomplete combustion, wasting gas with every stroke. Clogged fuel injectors can disrupt the spray pattern, which leads to poor fuel atomization, which lowers efficiency. Don't forget about sensors. A failing oxygen sensor or mass airflow (MF) sensor can feed false data to the engine control module (ECM), throwing off the fuel-air mixture and forcing the engine to burn more fuel than needed. A weak fuel pump may also fail to maintain proper pressure, which disrupts optimal combustion. Even low tire pressure or dragging brakes can make your engine work harder, increasing fuel consumption. But when all else is ruled out, a drop in MPG usually comes down to engine performance issues that need immediate attention. Decreased fuel efficiency may not trigger a warning light right away, but it's still a major red flag. The longer you let your engine operate in this inefficient state, the more strain you're putting on its components. And over time, that stress leads to bigger, costlier problems. If you're filling up more often than usual, don't brush it off. Get your engine inspected, clean or replace the necessary components, and restore the fuel efficiency your car was designed to deliver. Your engine and your bank account will thank you. Number 3. Engine misfires. An engine misfire isn't just a momentary hiccup. It's a cry for help from deep within your engine. When a cylinder fails to ignite the air-fuel mixture properly, it throws off the entire balance of the engine, resulting in rough idling, jerky acceleration, and poor overall performance. Misfires can be caused by a wide variety of issues, but they usually start in the ignition system. Faulty or worn-out spark plugs are a top cause. They can't generate a strong enough spark to ignite the mixture. Damaged ignition coils or problems with the distributor in older vehicles can also prevent proper spark timing. Fuel-related issues are another common source. Clogged or leaky fuel injectors may not deliver enough fuel to the cylinder. A weak fuel pump or dirty fuel filter can reduce fuel pressure and flow. And let's not forget sensor malfunctions, like a faulty crankshaft or camshaft position sensor, that can confuse the engine computer and disrupt firing sequences. When your engine misfires, unburned fuel may end up in the exhaust system. That's not just wasteful, it can overheat and destroy your catalytic converter, which is one of the most expensive parts to replace. Repeated misfires also cause excess vibration, heat, and mechanical wear on the engine, increasing the risk of long-term damage. You might notice your check engine light flashing when a misfire is happening. That's the car's way of telling you this is urgent. A single misfire may not seem like a big deal, but left unresolved, it can spiral into engine failure. If your engine sounds rough, feels uneven, or reacts unpredictably under throttle, don't wait for things to get worse. A misfire is your engine's way of crying out, and the longer you ignore it, the louder that cry will become. Number 2. Burning smell. A strange burning smell inside your car might seem like a minor annoyance, but it can be one of the clearest and most alarming signs that something's wrong under the hood. That scent wafting through your vents isn't just unpleasant, it could mean serious danger. A burning oil smell is often the result of oil leaking onto hot engine components like the exhaust manifold. That leak might come from a valve cover gasket or a loose oil filter. If ignored, it can lead to low oil levels and eventually engine failure. A sweet, syrupy odor typically points to leaking coolant, which may be dripping onto the engine or heater core and slowly evaporating. Not only does this harm your engine's cooling efficiency, but breathing in antifreeze vapors is harmful over time. A burning plastic or electrical smell is perhaps the most dangerous. It can mean wiring insulation is overheating, possibly from a short circuit or an overloaded component. Left unaddressed, it could escalate into a fire risk. Any unusual odor, burnt rubber, scorched carpet, hot metal, demands immediate attention. Your car is equipped with multiple materials that can emit distinct smells when compromised, and each scent is your engine's way of saying, "Help me before it's too late." Roll down the windows if the smell becomes overwhelming, and get your vehicle checked by a professional right away. Because when it comes to burning smells in your car, your nose knows. Ignore it, and you could be seconds away from major mechanical damage, or worse. Number 1. Loss of power. If your car starts feeling sluggish, struggles to accelerate, or loses steam going uphill, don't just chalk it up to age. Loss of power is one of the most serious signs that your engine is in distress. This issue can stem from multiple sources. In the fuel system, a clogged fuel filter or a weak fuel pump can restrict gasoline delivery, starving your engine of the energy it needs. In the air intake system, a dirty air filter or a faulty mass airflow sensor can choke airflow, causing the engine to gasp rather than breathe freely. And let's not forget spark-related issues. Bad spark plugs or ignition coils can lead to incomplete combustion, zapping your engine's ability to generate power. If your car has a turbocharger, problems like a boost leak or worn turbo bearings can also drastically reduce performance. Compression loss due to worn piston rings or a blown head gasket can make even the most powerful engine feel like it's limping along. Exhaust restrictions, like a clogged catalytic converter, can further choke your engine, preventing spent gases from escaping and stalling power output. Beyond frustration, this loss of power becomes a serious safety hazard when you're merging onto highways, overtaking other vehicles, or driving in heavy traffic. It's also an early warning sign of bigger, costlier problems ahead. Don't wait until your car won't move at all. If it feels like it's giving up on you, get it inspected immediately. Because when your engine starts losing power, it's not just tired. It's crying for help. Your engine won't always scream when something's wrong. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it drops subtle clues that get dismissed as just a minor issue. But if you've seen or heard any of the signs we covered today, don't wait. That strange noise, that burning smell, that sluggish performance, these aren't just annoyances. They're warnings. And the sooner you respond, the more money and stress you'll save in the long run. Take care of your engine, and it'll take care of you. Neglect it, and you're one breakdown away from disaster. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment sharing your own car horror story or what signs you've noticed, and hit that subscribe button for more real, practical auto advice. New videos drop every week to keep your car running like new. Thanks for watching, and remember, your engine is talking. Are you listening?